It's that time. The NBA season starts tonight. And that means it's grind season, not only for me, but for a lot of your favorite YouTube creators. We're about to really be hitting that grind. And honestly, it's the best time of the year for all of us. We got the entertainment. We got stuff to talk about. And in today's video, I kind of want to sit down and basically give you some things that you need to hear before the NBA season starts. Some pieces of advice from one fan to another. So let's get to the first one. Do not overreact. If a team the first month is good, then we expect it to be bad. You remember last year the Orlando Magic came out guns blazing, and then people were writing articles, are the Orlando Magic finally about to make the playoffs? Are they finally good? And they end up being in the lottery. Don't be that guy. Sure, there are teams that surprised us like the Indiana Pacers, or may surprise some other people like the Utah Jazz, that people projected them to be pretty bad and they actually being good for the entire season. But don't fall for it. Give it more time than the first couple weeks. I'm telling you, it is real easy to do this. It is very, very easy to see a player have a very good first week and you're like, man, are they taking that step? Isn't they cold for like a month? It's easy to fall into that trap. I'm telling you, don't. If you're a fan of the Orlando Magic or another team that's usually not that good and they start off good, don't be convinced. Give it more time. Sure, you can be happy in the time being. Listen, the Orlando Magic are 8-2, 8-3. Be happy about it. But don't be talking like they about to make the playoffs, because they probably ain't. It could happen, but they probably ain't gonna make that playoffs. So don't overreact to a single player's first couple weeks or a single team's first couple weeks, because it's a very long season and anything can happen. And hyping the team up that's probably bad is a bad decision. Number 2 is do not be spoiled by last year's rookies. Last year's rookie class was great. We have players that look like they're going to be future superstars, and Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and I'm going to include Ben Simmons because technically it was his rookie year, even though he was drafted in 2016. But not even just those players look like they're going to be future superstars. There are so many players that were drafted in the 2017 draft class that came into the league and just had good rookie years. If we take a look at it, Markelle Fultz, not a good rookie year. Alonzo Ball, I would argue it was a pretty solid rookie year. Josh Jackson had a good second half of his rookie year. De'Aaron Fox, decent. Larry, decent. Dennis Smith Jr., decent. Donovan Mitchell, great. John Collins, decent. Jared Allen, decent. Kyle Kuzma, pretty good. Josh Richardson, pretty good. There were just so many people drafted in 2017 that end up being good their rookie year. This year, I think the draft class is also a good one, but if the player that your team drafted in the lottery doesn't come out and look spectacular, that is okay. That is okay. Usually rookies are not very good, except for the 2017 draft class. So if your players is not that good, don't be hopping on the hate wagon. Give them some time, because usually it takes players years to develop into quality NBA players. Remember that a player's impact goes deeper than his points per game, assists per game, and rebounds per game. There are a lot of players in this league that may not put up the statistical stats, but we know are very impactful players. The prime example of that I always give is Draymond Green. Draymond Green was an all-star when he averaged like 10 points per game. And if you're not really watching games, you're like, how is that guy an all-star? What is he doing that's all-star quality? Well, he's a great defender. He's a great passer. He's a great screen setter. He's a great leader on the court. There are so many things that go into basketball other than just putting the ball in the basket, passing it to the guy that puts the ball in the basket. So remember, if you're not actually watching the games and you're looking at somebody's statistics, you're like, man, this guy's trash, you should be watching the games. Definitely be watching the games. And I feel like people that are watching my videos are no longer like casual NBA fans, because if you clicked on this video, something tells me you really love the NBA. So I believe that a lot of y'all will be out here not just watching your favorite team or just the good teams, but also the teams that may not get a lot of love. So I would say just watch the games before you talk about a player's impact and talk about if a player is good or not, because the PPG, assists per game, and rebounds per game don't really tell the full story. These are for my brothers and sisters that are fans of teams that are not very good. Find the little things to make you happy. I watched all of the Chicago Bulls games last year. We were a bad team. We had that period of time in December where we were very good, but other than that, we were a very bad team. But I also enjoyed myself. You know why? You remember that game where Larry blocked the ball off Steph Curry's head? Yeah, I took that and I ran with it. It made me so happy for a very long time. Not even that was a great play. It was funny. if you're a fan of a bad team, you just got to pick out the little things that's going to make you happy. Think about the player that you drafted last year and compare of how he played last year to his second year. He's probably going to be better. And you got to look at those small little things to really get yourself to love the players of your team or to continue to be a fan of the team even though they're bad. This year, I'm really excited for my Bulls team. This year, you should be very excited for whatever team you support. Just find the little things. Find the very little things to make you happy. If your favorite team is playing against the Warriors that night, just know you got the whole world backing up your team. Yeah, though I love to watch the Golden State Warriors play, I would love to see them fall. Just like every Titan. You want to see every Titan fall eventually. And just because of that, I'll be rooting against them a lot this year. I'm going to be watching them a lot this year. I'm going to be enjoying myself a lot this year. But just know I'm rooting for the other team. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay. When they go against the Atlanta Hawks, who are probably going to be the worst team in the league, I'm watching like go Trae Young. Even though they're probably going to get blown out. So just know the whole world is backing your team up if you're going against the Warriors. And if you're a Warriors fan, congratulations. You're probably going to win another championship. Yep. Remember that every game pretty much matters. The NBA is a highly competitive league. Sure, the Warriors have destroyed the league and won a bunch of championships, but outside of that, the NBA is a very competitive league. Remember last year, the 3 seed and the 8 seed were just 3 games apart. 3 games separated them in like 6 spots. I guess 5 spots. But you get what I'm saying. The NBA is a very competitive league, so if a team comes out that's fighting for a playoff spot and they lose the first couple games of the season, that may come back to haunt them in April when we're tallying up who's going to make the playoffs. If we take a look at the Western Conference standings this year, all 8 of these teams will probably still be in the playoff hunt. And then you add on the Nuggets, and then you add on the Lakers, and then some people may add on the Mavericks, maybe even the Clippers. Every game is going to matter this year, and that is fantastic. That's something I've been wanting for a long time. I mean, it's something we've got over the past couple years, but it's even more intense this year. And even in the Eastern Conference, I know a lot of people think that it's just a couple team race. These top 3 teams that finished last year, the Raptors, the Celtics, the 76ers, are the only teams that they're going to be really competing out east. But there are a couple teams on my radar that I think may surprise a lot of people. For me, that Bucks team that finished 7th last year, I got them all the way up to the 3 spot. Yeah. So just know that this year is going to be more competitive than last year, which is weird to say. We're definitely going to do finals matchup because the Cleveland Cavaliers will not be making it. And last, but certainly not least, if anything, this should have been number 1, but I saved it for last. Enjoy yourself. It's easy to get wrapped up as a fan. When your team loses a heart-wrenching game, it's easy to be upset for a long time about it. But one thing I got to tell you is just to enjoy yourself. It's easy to be upset when somebody on your team goes down with an injury. Trust me, I know this, all right? But one thing I can say is that you should just try to enjoy yourself as much as possible. At the end of the day, the NBA, along with all of the sports, is entertainment for the casual people because we ain't the ones playing, so it's entertainment for us, and try to treat it as that. Yeah, some people have made it a job out of this entertainment, but just like try to enjoy yourself as much as possible, whether it be watching your favorite team or any other team in the league. The NBA is going to be great this year, and I'm super, super excited. And that's it, boys. That's all the tips or things I needed you to hear before the NBA season starts. Again, I believe this is about to be a magnificent year. We don't even know the weird storylines that come out every year. So I'm just sitting here and I'm super excited. I think I'm going to have people over to watch the 2 games tonight. And then tomorrow we got a full slate of pretty much everybody playing. And I just cannot wait. In the comment section below, comment some other stuff you want all NBA fans to know before the NBA season starts. I'll be in the comment section and maybe you got some stuff that I didn't mention in this video. Thank y'all so much. It is Kenny. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.